And we begin the season of Advent. Welcome as we make our beginnings this year. The season of Advent is a time of waiting, and we count down to the time until Jesus is born. During these weeks, many churches will read stories of the Annunciation, when Mary found out that she would give birth to God's Son, and of the Magnificat, when Mary sings a song of praise because God has blessed her, and of John, preparing the way for Jesus. These stories culminate in the night of Jesus' birth, when we read about Mary and Joseph arriving in Bethlehem and finding nowhere to stay but a place where animals live, and how the news of Jesus' birth was first announced to shepherds watching their sheep in a field. Read these stories week by week and reflect on the journeys of Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus.
Angel's visit. Mary was a young woman. She lived in a town called Nazareth and was engaged to be married to a man named Joseph. One day, a tall, handsome man appeared in front of Mary. His clothes were brilliant white. His hair was dark and curly, and his eyes sparkled like lights. Mary knew the man must be an angel. "Hello, Mary," he said. "God is with you." Mary stepped backward. His deep voice scared her. "Don't be afraid," he said. "God sent me to tell you that you are going to have a son, who you'll name Jesus. He is going to be very important to many people." "A son? But I'm not married yet," she said. "How is this going to happen?" "The Holy Spirit will come to you," the angel replied. "Your son will be the Son of God." "The Son of God? My son?" Mary thought about all these things. It didn't seem possible, but she believed anything was possible for God. "I am God's servant. I'll do whatever God says," she said. But her mind was racing. What will Joseph think? Would he believe her? Mary was nervous. When Mary told Joseph about the angel and about giving birth to God's son, he did just what she was afraid he would do. He didn't believe her. He talked about not marrying her anymore. Mary felt so sad, but she remembered what the angel said, and she trusted God. The next day, something wonderful happened. Joseph came to her and said, "An angel came to me in a dream. He said, 'Joseph, don't be afraid to make Mary your wife. She's going to have a son, and you're going to name him Jesus. He's going to save people from their sins.'" Mary smiled a big smile. She was so happy that tears of joy filled her eyes and trickled down her cheeks. She felt Joseph's love again. "I am not scared for you to be my wife, Mary," he said. "I will be with you, and we will name the boy Jesus."